What's up, Stripe Nation? Blake Alvarez here with B&B Lawn Care. Today, I'm going to try out Andy's Scag Vride 1. Andy's been working on this for a couple months now. This mower has 2,800 hours on it, but Andy's been working really hard over the wintertime and into the spring, revamping this thing, man. I mean, a lot of the parts are brand new, so let's try it out. Here with Andy with Cut and Clean Lawn Care, and he's been working on this for a while. I've been trying to get video of this mower, but he's been holding it hostage for me until it was done so we could make this video. This is a Scag Vride.
Scag Vride, folks.
All right, Andy, let's take this off here and go over what you've done to this beast. Andy, how long have you been working on this?
I got this towards the end of last year, I think in October.
Yeah.
Just kind of gave me something to do through the winter. As you know, we don't get to work 12 months out of the year, so we got a little bit of downtime in the winter. So I wanted a project and I wanted to build a backup mower and make something that's somewhat reliable in case one of my machines go down, and they're machines and that's what they do and that's what they will do. And that's really what my idea was behind this. So we'll say maybe the last 4 or 5 months.
You put in sweat equity and a little bit of money, but I mean...
Small amount of money, man.
Yeah.
Very small amount of money.
How much do you think total you've put into this with the cost of a mower?
$2 grand.
$2,000 and you got a Scag. I mean, that's pretty good.
Not
Is
even
it
just
cut
a Scag,
good?
A Scag that runs, a Scag that cuts.
Yeah.
All that stuff. But,
didn't you say this was like one of the first 1,000
Scags?
Scags?
Jake, if you guys know Jake, he does the Instagram for Scag, and I had him research some numbers on me. He gave me the exact number. I can't what it is. I was within the first 1,000 Scag Vride.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Pretty cool.
As you can tell, it's got like the first gen platform, so that's how you can kind of tell. But other than that, it looks like just the first generation V-Ride. You would never know the age.
Yep. Yep. And the majority of the parts, especially if you don't want to go through Scag, there is certain parts you're going to have to go through Scag on. Like if you want the actual Scag, you know, what is that, the waist?
Oh, yeah, the pad. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get stuff like that. But I replaced all the spindles on this machine, and I went third party on Amazon. Way cheaper. They're the exact same. They're greasable. The original spindles were completely shot.
Yeah.
And that's the same for a lot of these parts. You can get a lot of aftermarket parts for a lot of this stuff.
Dude, I think this, I don't know why. You know I like custom stuff. Like,
yeah.
I just think that.
I'm the same.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I think it's awesome. The Scag Vride. Was that your idea?
It was, dude.
What'd you paint this with? Just a black heat
Yeah, I used
paint?
a matte black. I think it's 500 degrees. Same thing with the spindle covers. Same paint that the wheels are done too. Because I feel like, especially with these mowers being so orange, I think the black made it look more aggressive, and I like the way that black on orange looks.
Dude, I think it's awesome. I mean, I told Andy, like, when he was working on this still and he wouldn't let me film it, I'm like, this is the type of projects I wish I knew how to do, like engine work and things like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anything about it. So I can't do projects like this, but this really makes me happy. Like, the fact that you took something that,
it was going to sit in a field and
it
end
was
up being a dead mower.
Junky and, like you said, dead mower.
Because even with the original exhaust that was on this was bent up into this, was all melted, so I had to rebuy this plastic piece. I had a custom exhaust made for this mower to fit everything I needed on it. Man, I mean, all the cracks, as you guys know, if you have those Gen 1 Scags, this is always the biggest deal of where they break at the frame, has been rewelded, and a lot of other spots through like the gussets and how hard someone might have put this through in its life. I mean, you're talking 2,778 hours.
That's awesome.
That's a lot of hours to rebuild a machine.
I love it.
But there's a lot of pressure spots that had to be rewelded and painted.
Yeah.
Same thing with behind the gas tank, or behind the gas tank, and the deck itself.
And this mower got you into the Scag family, so
Scag family.
how awesome is that? But
you go.
you said it cuts well?
It cuts okay. I still need to get the deck leveling figured out. I'm so used to all the Gravely stuff and the way their decks are adjusted.
Right.
I'm not really used to this system. And I don't have a really good flat spot at my house to really get it dialed in.
Yeah.
So I still think it's a little off somewhere. Kind of leaves a little wings on the outside.
Yeah.
But other than that, it cuts.
But you
wanna
just
cut
think
this.
that's probably just like, you're just making small
I
adjustments.
think it's 2,778 hours. So
Dude, I think that's awesome. I mean,
like if you want, cut grass with it.
I will.
Yeah, cut grass with it.
Here's the thing is, I know all of us, when we're starting out,
Yeah.
we probably have used mowers. And, you know, everybody's got to start somewhere, man.
And
So,
don't be afraid to dig into something.
yeah.
Because that's the number one thing. Me and Randy, G4 Outdoors, if you guys don't know, we talk about this stuff all the time. The hardest part is just starting. Because once
Yeah.
you start, you got to get it done, or you're
Right.
not. That's all there is to it. So once you start it, it's going to get done. But one of the other things with this mower itself, like I said, has almost 2,800 hours on it. This engine has around 400 hours. This is a Briggs & Stratton Vanguard, 28 horsepower EFI electronic fuel injected. So
Dang.
you can hear it as you start the key. It'll prime the pump.
Yeah.
You'll hear it.
Yep.
Starts up every time, man. I haven't had any issues with this. It's got plenty of power. And I'll let you judge. I'll let you mow with it here in a little bit. I'll record you doing it. In my opinion, it's real touchy, and I think that's just a Scag thing, especially being this old of a generation Scag.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the hydros are just,
Yeah.
they're old.
I see. I don't know. If you come over here and look at them, I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, actually, they
I'm
look.
sure they've been replaced at
I
one
think-
point in their life.
I think they've definitely been replaced.
And that's one of the things you guys need to look at too when you go into purchase machines like this.
Yeah.
I have a blank canvas to look to see if there's any oil leakage, which there is absolutely zero. Same thing under the engine itself. That's a big problem with the Briggs, is oil's leaking out of the cores. And there's no oil underneath there, which lets me know it's all sealed up and
Well, here's the thing, Andy. You
neat.
have been doing lawn care for what, 5 years now?
Something like that.
Okay. And this mower is perfectly capable of going out and
100%.
mowing with you.
100%.
And you have new mowers and you can go get new mowers, but this is called character, dude. This is
100%.
like, I literally think this is so cool, and it's showing, oh, look at that. And it's showing you guys that you don't have to have the brand new awesome 2020 or whatever mower. That if you just put a little bit of hard work into something,
Yeah.
it looks awesome. Like, you're not gonna see this
And the best part,
anywhere.
The best part, in my opinion, about putting your own hard work into something, you can't even imagine how much information and knowledge I've learned working
Yep.
on this machine. So if something does happen when I'm out in the field,
Yes.
I have a way better understanding of what
Yeah.
parts go into what.
And here's the thing, that mower has 28, but this has less than 500 hours on it, dude.
Yeah, and that's your heart and soul.
And all of your spindles are replaced,
Yep.
and the hydros look, dude, they definitely are replaced. I mean, they're way too clean. That's the mower, dude. All the weak spots have been rewelded and repainted.
Yep.
It's like a machine that has whatever the hydros, the engine, and the spindles have.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, what else is there? I mean, not a whole lot.
There's not a whole lot, like you said, man. It's just tinkering with stuff and getting it to work. The great thing about having a machine that's not new, you buy a new machine like the Grayleys or the new Skags you have, you don't want to do stuff to them. They're under warranty. You
Right.
don't want to mess. I can do whatever I want.
That is
with
exactly
this.
right. Like, anytime I'm putting on like a flap or my bagging system, I'm like, I don't want to drill into the deck of a brand new
Exactly.
$10,000 mower.
Exactly.
But this one, look, you can customize it. Like,
Yeah, I put that light bulb. It's been sitting in my garage forever.
Dude.
I've used it a couple times just to do stuff in the neighborhood, just being funny.
Yeah.
But the fact is, a lot of people say, "Are you ever going to use this?" No. But I
but you
can.
might.
I can put it on there.
We mow till dark on a lot of days.
Yeah. All right.
You might use it to blow off and check the lawn or whatever. I mean,
Something.
I think it's awesome, dude. And honestly, like, if somebody knew you and ran this mower and you paid $2,000 for it, you could probably get like 3,500 to
I was gonna say,
$4,000.
It's worth a lot more than that to me. The parts are cheaper.
Yeah.
But someone had to put in the work. Like I had a lot
Right.
of help from Rob over at MoCan. Randy helped me out with a lot of stuff, and I spent.
I didn't
a lot
help
of
him with
time-
anything because I don't know anything.
But I spent a lot of time adjusting so much stuff, and I mean, we all know what these machines are worth and what they're capable of.
Yeah.
But even the little things, to me, is really what sets the machine off. Like the new anti-scalp wheels, the new little piece here for the side. It makes it look new.
Dude, I mean, I was just thinking about these spindle covers.
Yeah.
Like, it's like if somebody looked at this, and so let's go to the more professional side, because we're all nerds and we love mowers, and I think this is cool because I like something with a little bit of character, a little bit of chip on its shoulder. Like, dude, my F-250, the work truck, I think 190,000 actually, 190,000 miles, which is a ton, but the engine has like 65.
Right.
And now for somebody buying a new truck, I probably wouldn't want that, but for a work truck and it's running beautifully, I basically say it's got 70,000 miles on it, dude, because everything else is running perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Same thing I would say with this. Like, with all this replaced, I wouldn't worry. I mean, you know this thing in and out. You wouldn't worry about going out and working with it.
No, not at all. So if I remember correctly from what I was doing, like I said, I was talking to Jake, this machine was made in 2008. My bass boat was made in 2008. Thing still works phenomenally.
Right.
There's some people running around with Saturns. You guys remember Saturns as a car? They still run. If you take care of this stuff, it's going to take care of you. But obviously when I got this from, it was Jason, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When I got this from him, it wasn't in the greatest condition.
Not at all.
It looked like a mower that was rode super hard.
Yeah.
It looked like a mower of 2,700 hours. But the way I operate and the way you operate as well, if I bought a machine brand new in 2008 and it had 2,700 hours on it today, it would still look just as good.
Right.
I don't like treating my stuff bad.
Well, here's the thing, Andy. So let's go to the more professional side of this. Now, what matters to a customer as far as the actual job that you do, the cut quality, the trimming, like making sure that the edges are done, everything's blown off, there's not grass all over. The quality of the job that's done is what matters. Now, on top of that, having a clean truck, having shirts with
yourself, man.
You being professional,
Reliable.
having
you come every week?
Huh?
Do you service every time when you're supposed to?
Exactly.
Or are you that guy that cuts it off to the next week? The machine doesn't matter as much as you as a company, man.
Exactly.
Your word, that stuff goes a long ways, man.
Exactly. And what $50 in paint. The Tiger Eye Gold is which is the Scag color. Yeah, the paint's super expensive, but I mean, dude, it's made this mower look like a 2015.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like you said, a little bit goes in extremely long.
I mean, you probably power washed it, sanded some stuff down.
Yeah, I grinded a bunch of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But put in a little sweat equity, and like from stands things like the 10-foot or 20-foot, from 20 feet, dude. That would look like a new mower, which is all that matters to the customer. Like,
you were in the same boat, man. I don't know if guys have been watching your videos for as long as like we've been friends doing this.
Yeah.
But when you guys did that rebuild on that Encore,
the Encore,
it changed the whole mower.
Yeah. And it was fun. Like, that's what I said. Like, dude, if that was a better machine, I couldn't deal with a belt drive. It was so dangerous, especially having employees and things like that. We just couldn't do it. But as far as like if that was a hydro drive or something, like that is what I like. Buying something like you younger guys that maybe can't go out and do the $10,000 new mower thing, look for gyms like this.
Especially if you
get a good
somebody.
deal.
Like if your dad's good at mechanic or you have an uncle that's good at working on stuff, you can buy a machine that doesn't even run for like $800.
Let me just tell you this.
$500 in it and be in good shape.
Let me just tell you this. It's hot. It's summertime. Maybe instead of, if you can't pay somebody to help you, like a uncle or a whoever, offer your service of mowing their yard for 2 months. Hey, if you can help me do this, a couple nights after work, you don't have to worry about cutting your grass when it's 100 degrees, For
sure. I mean, there's some people, especially if you're doing them year round, you could think, I don't know what your prices are or anyone else's prices. Let's say that's $1,600 a year you make off that client. There's a lot of bargaining chip inside that if it's somebody that's really good and willing to help you on something, I guess. Yeah. It's super cool.
So the ending of all this is it doesn't always have to be shiny and new. And you can do this, even if you're like me and you don't know how to do everything, figure out a way. Bargain with somebody. Hey, if they have their landscaping's a mess, there's weeds all over it, the bushes need trimmed, and you put down $100 in mulch, but it's a $2,000 job or whatever. I mean, that's $2,000 of work they could do to this to get this puppy going for $100 of mulch and a day of your time.
And it's fun, man. You learn so much. That's what I say. I always preach it. I'm always about learning.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite parts about this project is I learned so much about this machine, man.
Yeah.
Fun.
And now, whatever happens, you know.
Yeah. Something goes down, I have this machine that's totally going to get me through the rest of the week if I need to.
Yep.
100%.
All right, let's mow with this puppy. I hope you guys could see that. We have this huge tree and the sun's really bright out here and it's dark on here. So I don't know if you could totally see it, but it was a little loose, Andy. Mm-hmm. But it's an old mower, dude. Like, you're not going to have the tightest hydros, I don't think.
And I can tighten those up anyways.
But it cuts, dude. Like, it stripes, it cuts, and it wasn't bad by any means. No. Like, it was probably striped better, or it probably cut better than your Gravely.
Wouldn't give it that.
I'm just jacking with you, but dude, I mean, you could definitely use that. Like, you could definitely start your company for 2 or 3 years using
100%.
that. Which makes me love it even more, dude. And I really love standing behind the mower. I actually sometimes wish the newer Skags still had the platform behind. You almost feel like you're like behind the machine and you're just the pilot instead of being like in the machine.
I agree with it.
Sometimes, you know, I can get under trees a lot easier because I'm not getting hit in the face. I actually really love the first generation design. Obviously, I think a lot of people did. That's why, you know, people are running Skags and things like that and fell in love with the company. But Andy, you did a good job, my friend.
Man, it was a fun journey. Not everything's done. There's maybe 2 other things I need to do. I need to get in here and fidget with these a little bit. And then I have one wheel motor that has a small leak. I just need to replace seals.
What is it leaking? Like
your hydro oil.
Oh, hydro oil? Stand on that bad boy. Let me get a good picture of you, dude.
Some cabin in here. Get the light on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Andy. That's freaking cool, dude. I love it.
It was just like what we were saying. You would never do that to your new Skag.
Right.
You wouldn't slap a light on it.
Exactly.
But I can now.
Just looks cool, dude.
Yeah, it looks more aggressive, dude. The black and orange, I think, kick ass.
I like it, man. All right, that's the video. Andy, the Scag Vride is dope. It's a great job. You did a good job. Make sure you guys check out Andy.
Yeah, for sure. If you guys want to check out
Cut and Clean Lawn Care.
If you guys want to check out a lot of the build process on this, go over to my channel, Cut and Clean Lawn Care, Cut and Clean TV. I got a playlist of me kind of working on this machine kind of from start to beginning. So if you guys want to watch that journey, you can check that playlist out, man. From all the things we did, from replacing spindles, welding stuff, it's all in that playlist.
Do it, man. Check it out, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.